Internet, it make me mad. Internet, it make me sad. Internet, it make me bad. Everybody wanna look at my ass. 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 Everybody wanna look at my ass.
Look at my ass. Look at my ass.
Shake that, shake that, shake that ass. Shake that, shake that, shake that ass.
Welcome back to I Did This Instead of Killing Myself, stand-up comedy podcast in Greenville, South Carolina. My name's David. It's the week of February 20th, 2023. Hope you enjoyed that intro song. Internet gonna make me mad. Internet gonna make me sad. Internet gonna shake my ass. That is a song by the Nasty Hooks. And we have the star of the Nasty Hooks on the show today. Our guest today, Travis Thuband. Everybody knows Travis. If you're in Greenville, you know Travis because he is one of, if not the funniest. I mean, it's hard to like rank people because different preferences and stuff. And I don't want to make anybody like jealous or anything, but Travis is he's a killer, man. Killer. Absolutely hilarious. And I think that song's funny as an example. But yeah, he's a stud, man. Been doing comedy. This is his 11th year in stand-up. He's been in Greenville a while. If you ever seen Travis on stage, you already know. But go see him live, man. Whether he's hosting at Coffee Underground, you can see him every week hosting, or just on book shows throughout the upstate. He is wildly talented. He's dead inside, I think, which is what helps. He talks about pain and dread and how he hates life and stuff, but I don't really think he's that. I think he's in a better mood than he lets on, but just a guy that's just like at the end of his rope, and just doesn't give a shit, but he cares a lot about comedy and being funny, and just a killer. So check him out. In addition to comedy, like I mentioned, he produces music for the Nasty Hooks, which is the song you heard at the beginning of this episode. The Nasty Hooks, a genre-defying, provocative group putting out songs with nasty hooks and hilarious lyrics. Very fun. They got a YouTube channel. Check it out in the links below. They also have songs available on SoundCloud and Bandcamp. If you'd like to support, go check it out. And yeah, Travis is... new friend of mine, or now we're friends, I think. Yeah, it's been great getting to know him the last couple of years. In this interview, we talk about the scene, what's new with Travis. He just rants about things he's got issues with, things he likes. Get into comedy. We talk about late night binge food. Talk about a lot of good, comedy advice and things in here for comics. Breakthroughs he's had. I asked about when he felt like he really was starting to become a good comic, and the importance of stage time, comfortability on stage, and understanding that not any one show is important. Just keep freaking going, and just really not caring, because when you don't care, you can just be ridiculous, and you really find funny stuff that way, I guess. But yeah, I had a fun interview. I think it went about 2 hours. At the end, we did Q&A. There's like questions that some comics put in about Travis and why he is the way that he is, and quick Q&A at the end. So that was fun. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the interview. I think you will. All right. Before we get to the interview, though, here's what's going on this week in local comedy, the week of February 20th, 2023. So tonight, Coffee Underground, hosted by No Expectations Comedy, Travis Thuband. If you want to check out Travis, that's a 7 o'clock show. Comics get there at 6:30 or earlier to sign up. On Tuesday, we have Sharky's Pub. That's Mike hosted. It's downtown Greenville at Sharky's at 8 o'clock. Hosted by Cassandra Jane, Callie Pacifume, and Amelia Nelson. Comics sign up at 7:30. Also on Tuesday, we have the Art Bar in Columbia, hosted by Patrick Fowler. That's an 8:30 show. Also on Tuesday, we have the Odd in Asheville, hosted by James Herod. That's a 9 o'clock show. On Wednesday, we have Comedy at the Lounge by Ben Jennings. On this week's show, we have Malcolm Franklin, Big Daddy Cater, Carlos Valencia, and Kyle Oren. That's a 7:30 show. Also on Wednesday, we have Radio Room, hosted by Adam Schulte. That's an 8:30 show, open mic. Also, we have on Wednesday, Tom Emmons Swamp Rabbit Comedy, open mic at the VFW Post 9273 in Piedmont, 7 o'clock show, 6:30 sign up. It might be a little earlier than that. Also, disclaimer, open mic in Asheville on Wednesday. It's an 8 o'clock show hosted by Carrie Goff. No Comedy Zone this Thursday, or no local Comedy Zone show. But we do have this Thursday, Casey Frey, 7 o'clock at the Comedy Zone. He's hilarious. He's a very funny social media guy. Check out his Instagram. He is absolutely hilarious. On Friday, we have All Jokes Aside at Habiba's, hosted by Dante Anderson. That's a 9 o'clock show. And this Saturday, we have a new mic by Melly Kazel. This is a showcase at Voodoo Brewing Company, Saturday, February 25th. On this show, we have Jeff Thompson, Kyle Oren, Todd A. Davis, and Melly will do time as well. That's a fun recurring open mic as well. We did the open mic last night. Travis was there. I was there. Meredith, Nat, Alexis, and Melly. Very fun. Keep supporting that show. Voodoo Brewing Company in Fountain Inn. But yeah, again, there's a showcase this Saturday. And also this weekend at the Comedy Zone, Cliff Cash. He's here on Friday. He has one show on Friday, the 24th at 8 p.m. and two shows on Saturday at 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Tickets available at greenvillecomedyzone.com. All right, that's it for local comedy. Hope you enjoy the interview with Travis, and I hope you have a great week. All right, here it is.
Water puddle looks kind of like a dog.
The water puddle you just spilled?
That I spilled?
Actually, I did it.
Yeah, like I might have left the water bottle in harm's way for sure, but you didn't look at what you were doing before. Is it going now?
It's going now.
It's going now. Okay.
Dude, I was, yeah. There's nobody better at filling time than you.
What do you mean?
As I was asking you to just talk into the mic for the low, you just, it reminded me of when you do the summoning at Coffee Underground.
Well, I mean, I can just talk. We can fill all this time. We can fill all this time.
You want me to just stop talking?
I mean, I can go. I can go if you want.
What's
like
on
we
your
can just
mind?
talk about what's on my mind. It's just a lot of dread. Dread with a D. Dread. There's a lot of dread.
Yeah.
A lot of pain. You ever think about pain, David? How much things hurt?
Yeah.
You know, physical pain, mental pain, emotional pain. You know? All those are genres of pain. I don't like how the cuff of my ankle is sitting on these pants with my. This is uncomfortable now,
really?
David. No, it's fine.
Where are they supposed to sit?
It doesn't matter.
Do you have pants that fit you good?
Not really.
Yeah,
I don't really have any clothes that fit me well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a weird sized individual. You know, they're either too long or too short or too wide in the waist or too small or you know, it's nothing works.
Yeah. Do you have a big ass?
Not in particular, no. I've grown some ass.
Yeah.
In recent years, yeah.
Okay.
I used to have no ass, really, literally, none at all.
Did you work on it? Did you go to the gym?
No, I did home workouts. I did home workouts. You know, it was
body weight squats.
Yeah. That type of stuff. You know, just built up the glutes to where it's more concave versus convex because it was really like a back and then let's face the camera, it was like back goes down, ass goes in just enough, right? And it's like that caused spine problems for me even, you know. And you know that's we're not going to keep talking about this.
We don't have to.
No, we're not.
No,
we're not. I'm deciding. I'm deciding right now.
Yeah.
This is cool though. This is the second time we've done this.
Second time. It was a year ago.
Yeah.
A little over a year ago.
In
December, I looked. So.
Okay, you looked at when it happened. Okay.
Yeah. It's amazing how much has changed and yet how much has stayed the same.
No, yeah. Everything is exactly as bad as it was a year ago.
That was going to be one of my first questions. How you doing,
just,
man?
You know.
How you doing? We're opening with the pain. But.
Life is difficult. Just on a daily basis, life is difficult. And things tend to get pretty hard most of the time, kind of consecutively, you know, simultaneously. It's really just an onslaught of pain and suffering that we all enjoy. I'm throughout, as I did last time, I'm gonna pay particular attention to the audience at home,
Absolutely.
to viewers like you.
Yes, because this is about
Which it's gonna be.
content for you at home.
So there's 5 comics in the scene that watch these obsessively, and that's where like, because what do you got, like 100, 2,000? How many? What's your view count looking at? How many subscribers you got?
268, I think, on YouTube.
All right.
And then our regular viewers are between 100 and 200 views a week.
Okay, yeah. So that's 5 of the Greenville comics who are watching these on repeat in their homes.
Dude. I am so to have fans.
No, it's good.
Just
it's
means
nice.
a lot, you know.
It's important to have fans.
So great.
It's such a doing podcasts is so weird,
isn't
like,
it?
It's odd because it's
is.
like, because I've done them, you know, and I've fucked around like sitting in a house holding a microphone, and it's like,
you got to put it out of your mind, or you'll go
do.
crazy.
You
like
do,
what we're
'cause
doing.
it's-
This is really fucking
it's
weird.
masturbatory, you know. It's like
is.
we're a couple of dudes, and we believe that the things we have to say are important,
Yeah.
and we've allotted a specific time on a specific day to sit and just mull over those
I
things.
never said I believed what I say is important.
You don't have to.
By doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I actually thought that was like like that was why I named it what I did. Like literally, like I didn't have anything else to do, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm doing this. I would have killed myself unless I made something and talked to my friends.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't excuse it.
No,
Because the act,
Yeah.
putting it out.
Yeah. Just the fact that you can go through with it.
Yeah.
You know, just like
Yeah.
just doing an open mic for the first time ever. There's something in your brain that says, I need to be.
I'm the man.
People need to hear
need to hear-
what's
yeah.
going on in here.
Right.
And a lot of the time, no. That's, you know, honestly, I think that comedy as an art form should just stop. I think it's run its course, and I think we should all quit.
Dude, I said the same thing. You don't watch every week, asshole.
No, I don't. I don't. I haven't even watched the one I was in.
Oh, that's a good one. That
It
was
is a good
banger,
one, but I
dude.
can't watch myself. I'm not going to watch this one.
I know, it's so masturbatory.
It-
Especially
it's-
like I do the intro at the beginning and I'm like, what the fuck?
This-
and then I'm like, the other day I was like, you know what? Sometimes I think we should just all like, wait, I think I said it's better to do it than not. And then I was like, wait, is it though? It's not. Boy, everybody should quit.
Yeah.
We should all
Yeah.
fucking quit.
Nobody's benefiting from what we're doing, I don't think.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Don't watch.
Well, podcast over. We've reached the climax. Hope you got your entertainment. Was that 5? This
Oh,
5.5, 6, 7.
Pretty good.
Photo of you and your family in the woods up there.
Yeah, you didn't notice that last time?
I didn't notice that.
Baker
last
family
time.
in the woods.
Okay, Baker family in the woods.
It's,
a couple of dogs. One dog has to be held. One dog can stand on the ground.
dog I was holding is dead now. That's
Oh.
Baxter. He was riddled with cancer in that
Damn.
photo. Yeah,
Damn.
It's very sad. That was
That-
actually, you know, there's a lot of death in that photo. Actually, if you look at me, like I'm smiling, but I was so dead inside back then. And believe it or not, my
Wow.
current state of misery is much better than that one.
No, there are better states of misery,
Right.
For sure. There's
For sure.
definitely.
I mean, look at that stupid haircut I had.
no, that was bad. This is better.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I wouldn't say this is good.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
I don't know
But
what to do
who am I? Who am I to judge?
I'm just
David?
holding on to like the last bit of hair until I look like you more.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
that. And by the way, your hairline looks fine.
I mean,
You like to when you go up, you like to just
you lean
look
down.
at this shit.
No, and it's like, but I've seen it. I've seen it in like. Here's the thing: is like I've seen it in like the security camera at QT.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I've seen
Yes.
it. I've seen it from top down, and it's like I had a moment. I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, where I
Yeah.
saw one of those and was like, "Who's that bald? Oh, I'm that bald guy,
Dude.
Oh, I'm fucking bald, bro."
But nobody
Like,
looks good on the security camera. At
No,
QT. That is
no.
the worst, most unflattering. Like
Yeah.
they make everyone look ugly, like horrible.
But see, I feel like those are pretty close to reality.
You
Like
think?
that's what you see on True
You think
TV when
everybody
people
else
are
is seeing you through the lens of the QT security
yeah,
cam?
yeah. That's
Fuck, I hope
it's terrible. You know, just that horrible isometric view of a human buying donuts.
Just this angle, this
Terrible.
sterile light.
Horrible fucking angles.
Is it true that human beings have like this biological mechanism they use to like make themselves look more attractive in a reflection, like to protect themselves? Like,
I don't know. I mean, maybe
we're actually way uglier than we just.
Well,
we have to evolutionarily not think we're hideous because
if we didn't, then
we couldn't even. We just kill ourselves.
yeah. Well, I mean, I also read. I mean, I read a Facebook type quote thing where it's like a meme, maybe,
Yeah.
where it's like,
Yeah.
you know, but what the gist of it is, you know, you have to be at least somewhat attractive because you exist. Somebody that
Yeah.
looks like you has procreated all the way
Yeah.
down the line for you to be here.
Yeah.
So somebody
By
must
evolution,
think you're
there was
fuckable. Like,
to fit, you know,
yeah,
members of the species that fucked and made you. So you're beautiful.
yeah, yeah. You have to be at least somewhat palatable.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah. You've got some good parents.
I mean, you got some parents. I
You
don't.
got some parents. No, I know. I was going to ask about your dad because
No, we're not going to talk about my dad. We're not
don't
going
want to?
We're not going to talk about my dad.
it's fine. I'm so curious though.
It's a situation. We can talk about it off camera and
Yeah.
whatnot. I'll talk to you personally about my dad.
See, this is why you're.
I had some material about it for a while, you know.
Yeah, that's why I love the
I've
material.
moved away from that.
Sitting in a
you
mud
know.
hole.
We'll see. And that I need to do that again. But that's like it's just like a over the top characterization.
Oh, I'm sure.
Caricaturization
Yeah.
of what just the vibe was.
Sure.
You know, but
I read-
Koval actually reminded me of that recently, and I forget so
Yeah.
many bits that like I'll do 2 or 3 times and they'll be good, and then like
Yeah.
I'll get bored and I'll forget and
Yeah.
I'll stop doing them.
I hate you for that. You can go up there and kill with nothing.
I
Or not
mean,
nothing, but like, I don't mean nothing, but a new idea.
Yeah, I mean I have
Like,
had.
oh yeah, I got that piece of gold. I could just draw back.
And I do have like I've got a handful of bits that like if I were to stack them all together, I could have some like a pretty decent fucking set, you know, of like decent amount of time. I'm not even going to get into logistics of time.
the
But
5 comics that watch this might be interested.
they
in
might
the
be, but you know,
logistics
those
of
are
time.
trade secrets.
Yeah, you got to pay for those.
No, I'll get bored. Like I'll
Yeah.
do a joke and it'll go like I've got a couple that have went like so well that I'm like I need to leave that alone for a bit because it could be easy to just be like, oh well, I just do this every time and
Totally.
and that feels like bullshit,
Dude,
That
I
feels
feel-
like cheap. Like like I know this. Like let me pull my belly out. Like this is
Yeah.
fucking bullshit. You know?
Yeah, you'd hate yourself if you did that every time.
Yeah,
You can't
so
just
it's like
do that.
I move away from it to try
You gotta
to
like draw back,
have
and
other
give
stuff.
people long enough time to forget about it, and then do it again. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll have stuff like that where it's like it'll work really well because I have a lot of emotion to it. And I'm just like, "Rah," and then I don't want to repeat it.
And that's another thing too, is like I'm really susceptible to like the here and now of a thing, and like sometimes it's like you'll have a thing that goes off and it's like that's the only time it'll ever work ever, and
Yeah.
the people that were there hopefully enjoyed it because
Yeah,
That's
that was
it.
a one-time shot.
yeah.
Although it seems like you have the ability, because I've seen you. We did I forget what show it was. There was a book show at Coffee, where there was like a bunch of feature comics. There was like some festival or something.
Yeah.
Where you did extended time.
Mm-hmm.
You can call on that shit. You definitely can.
Well, yeah. I mean,
All of your shit taps into that high energy. Like,
after a certain, it's weird because like after a certain point, there's stuff that like, if I do a specific type of bit enough times, I'll go back and listen to because I'm almost always recording audio of my sets. I need to record more video, but I don't because I'm fucking lazy. But I'll go back and listen to the different versions of it. Like I'll do it 3 or 4 different times, and then I'll go listen to the different versions of it for a day. I'll take an hour or 2 hours, and I'll listen to that same 5 or 10 minutes, the 3 different versions of it for that amount of time, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, until I feel like
You listen to it that many times?
yeah.
Hell
Until I feel like I don't need to reference that anymore to just pull it out of my brain, and then I can just do it.
Yep.
And like there's a handful like that and I allow for like I'm super distractible. I think I have ADHD. I don't know. I haven't been to a doctor, and I'm not on any medications. But I mean, you're not living over here. You're not living over here. You're not doing the Google searches. But the executive dysfunction is real bad sometimes. Like it's real bad. Like okay, for example, we were supposed to do this on Sunday, right? I responded to you in between naps. Okay.
On Sunday, you still could have made it?
I literally...
I texted you at 1:45.
No, I literally... It left my brain that it was an obligation that I needed to do. I completely forgot that I had agreed to fucking do that.
Yeah.
Like I had forgotten the time. And it's not that I didn't want to do it or anything. Like literally, I looked at my phone and I was like, oh, fuck, I was supposed to do that today. But then I was like, there's no way. I'm out of it. I'm half asleep right now. It's going to take me an hour to get my shit together, and then fucking 25 minutes to get up there. And then it's like, I don't know when this other thing is happening that I'm supposed, it was just, it was a clusterfuck of like bad planning. And I do that type of shit a lot. Like I'm really bad with that type of shit. But
I don't know.
Point being, so you got sidetracked. I have no idea what the point was.
Well, 2 things on that. Number 1, that's not unusual.
I mean,
I've tried to schedule a lot of these fucking things.
Okay.
It happens all the time.
For sure. But we digress. The point being is I allow for getting distracted or feeling a type of way to where it's like, I was doing some bit at the lounge, the washed in the blood shit. I was doing that at the lounge, and like I had meant to do it for 3 or 4 more minutes than I did, and I got done with it. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, I'm bored. I'm gonna do something else. I don't want to do this. And
on a book show, you're just like,
yeah. I mean, I've got other jokes. I kept being funny. Yeah. So it's who gives a shit? It's like I can't be pigeonholed into those boxes to be like, I have to do A, B, C, D, and it has to go this way, because that's too much pressure.
Do you ever hate your own material?
I hate all my material. I hate everything I've ever done.
You ever get in
none of it's good enough.
Place where you really hate it, and you just like don't even want to, I don't know, like you dwell on it and you're like, fuck this. I asked for a reason because I've kind of gotten in the, like literally on Sunday when I asked you to come, I was glad you canceled. Yeah. I had this like wave of like
relief.
Not well for that, but I had this wave of like negative thoughts where I was like, what the fuck? What is this? Episode 91 I'm about to put together? Like what? Why am I doing? And then I was just like, and then I started looking back at some old jokes I did. I was like, this is fucking. What the fuck? Like, you get in this place where you're just like, I don't even want to continue. Like,
yeah, for sure. There's lots of times where, like, and especially here in this environment, there's not a lot of upward mobility. Where we're at, you know, like the scene is what it is. It's got, like, it's nice enough, and there's good elements and bad elements, and there's lots of mics to go around currently, you know, and like everybody's wanting to start a mic on like every day of the week type of thing. That's great. That's awesome to be able to get up every day of the week, but it's like, it's all the same type of shit. It's like the city's not big enough to sustain the scene getting bigger than it is. For sure. And it sucks because like the Southeast is hard because like crowds are weird. Everybody loves Jesus. And I mean, and who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't? Who fucking? It's just I don't know, man. Like
Yeah.
it's it's an environment rife with dread and setbacks and bullshit. I mean, but from what I understand, that's a lot of stand up in general. That's kind of how it goes,
100%.
regardless of where you're at.
100%.
And in my mind, the test is one of longevity and honing skills. Like,
Yep. Just keep fucking doing it.
I may not have. I might have. I haven't traveled to all the places to do comedy, but
why don't you go to Asheville?
I mean, I do from time to time.
I know, it's
but
great.
I have. I just hosted over there Friday, but
yeah,
you know, I feel like I personally, my goal is to be as funny as possible.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm working towards. And I feel like I see a lot of motherfuckers that don't seem to understand that.
You say people should be funnier.
I mean, I'm saying they should try to be. that should be the aim. And I know there's people that treat it like therapy. There's people that treat it like a midlife crisis center. There's people that treat it like their only socialization. And, you know, it can be all of those things if you're also trying to be funny. Yeah. You know, but like there's people, and it attracts, you know, it's an ego game. It's an ego game. It's an ego craft. It's the art of the ego. So it attracts people that have fucking big ass egos, you know, so you get unsavory types as well. real gross motherfuckers that ought to maybe light themselves on fire. And that's probably every scene. Probably every scene has people that should light themselves on fire. I'm sure most scenes have people that should walk in front of buses without looking. Most people have, you know, most people that in most scenes. I said scenes. People, it doesn't matter. Yeah, digress. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
dude, it's horrible.
It's like
the negativity is there to answer your question.
Yeah, it was like a kind of a personal wave though, where I like literally questioned my sanity for a second, or I was like, "What the fuck? Like, okay, if this is wrong, then what the fuck did I do the last 2?"
Yeah.
And it was brief, and you know, the only thing that snapped me out of it was I wrote some shit and I went to coffee and I got on stage and it was fun as shit. And then I was like, okay, well, what the fuck was I?
And that is, it's like the yin and yang of it. You know, it's like if you can get laughs, if you can do all right, if you're funny, when you have a good set, it's the thing that keeps you coming back.
It's the best fucking thing.
When you have a bad set, eventually you have enough bad sets to where, you know, the good sets offset it in a way that it doesn't matter. You can kind of just be like, oh, well, shit, that sucked. I could have corrected. You get analytical and be like, but I mean, there's still times where it fucking hurts your feelings too. Like,
for sure.
It fucking sucks, but it's the back and forth of it. Because I mean, I definitely have times where it's like, what the fuck is the point of this? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about any of this? Who cares? Really? Like what? Gonna keep on? Got to?
Yeah.
Gotta just keep on.
You have to.
Just have to.
What would we do if we didn't have more podcasts to listen to?
Can't be a quitter.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can't be a fucking pussy.
Yeah. The thing that helped me also is just when you consider how shitty all of life is, no matter what the fuck you do. I mean,
and that is
getting laughs is like pretty damn good.
No, and that is the thing too. It's there's not anything else that I've experienced like it. You know, and it's when it's good, it's great. And it's really validating.
Yeah.
It's really validating. It really scratches that thing in your brain that's like, oh, I mean something to somebody.
For sure.
I made them make measurable sounds. They made sounds with their mouths, and that means I have value.
Yeah.
Because I did that.
Yeah.
And look, they're having fun because of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, like, you say be funny. It's just so simple, and like, you don't need to be, maybe it doesn't need to be stated, but like, the laugh is all it should be about. Everything else about this is insane.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time I'd like taken like a week off, and then I was coming back to like a Comedy Zone set, and I was walking up the steps, and I hadn't been around stand-up for just a week, but I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are all these people paying money for? Well, that's another. $5 minimum. Just kidding. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't care. They got P&O.
I mean, yeah.
But in general, I was like, why are people gathering? Like, why would strangers come to this? Why would? And they do.
Yeah.
Why do strangers watch this shit?
It's like
They
live
do.
performance is there's like,
But there's evidence of it being real to me. Like,
Yeah.
that's the one thing that makes it not crazy.
It's tangible.
Laughter's involuntary.
and when
Can't fake
it's
it.
involuntary, you can't fake it. You can tell when people are full of shit. Like, you can get to the point where you know whether it's like, if you're paying attention enough, you get to whether you know if it's the comics that are laughing at how badly you're doing, and that like, or because that's a thing, that's a bad thing that happens to some motherfuckers, man,
Yeah,
where they can't
I do it.
They can't differentiate at where the laughter is coming from.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, I'm fucking killing. It's like,
Yeah.
people are, you're saying insane shit.
Yeah.
Sure. People are laughing at the audacity,
Yeah.
but you're not, the real people that showed up to hear jokes are confused and frightened.
Yeah, you got.
They
I
don't,
like the insanity too, for the record.
No, for sure.
I actually commend the attempts.
it's
Because
no,
if you
absolutely.
find something really unique, like,
oh man, I've seen some crazy shit.
dude,
I've seen some crazy shit.
Bill Reiner.
We're not even going to go there.
I fucking well,
Bill is,
I love Bill's shit. It's not all the way connecting on across like how I know it can, but the ideas. Oh,
no, certainly Bill has
you
some
won't see
ideas.
anything like that
He
anywhere
is,
on the planet.
he is an individual. That's for
You
sure.
love Bill.
I do. Bill's a person.
I think.
Yeah, I hope.
But yeah, I actually have appreciated the Coffee Underground's been getting pretty cool lately.
Yeah,
Because bigger crowds, I've been
the
able to-
seasons, man. It's like as they shift, like springtime's coming, people are back out, and it's like comics are around. It's a real pain in the ass if you're trying to run the show.
You love
You got
it.
25 motherfuckers wanting to sign up. Ugh. Terrible.
Yeah, dude. I love this attitude though, because I know deep down you really care.
No, I mean,
you don't ever. Let it
I
out.
do
It's
care.
sentimental.
I care about the health of the scene, which is why some people ought to just light themselves on fire. If you think it's about you, maybe it is.
Oh man.
But I do care, and I want everybody to be able to get up on stage. I want everybody to be able to like have a good time in the scene and be able to try to get better at it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how to discourage people properly, I don't think. And some people need discouragement. I think I've been too nice actually
Yeah.
at times, because there are people like, there needs to be a level of hostility to some extent, like
Sure.
cool kids table type of shit, because it's like not gatekeeping necessarily, but it's like there are some individuals that, I mean, it's like, you're going to take a decade, you're going to take 9 years doing the same 9 minutes, like,
Yeah.
and it's been bad the whole time. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't, like, what do you do? What do you do? So you mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your business and let people be bad and leave when they go up. I don't know.
For sure.
I don't know. But I do care. I care.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. Well, it's been good. When is the Nasty Hooks coming back?
Soon enough. We're working on some stuff. We got some stuff going in the background. We're doing like we got a Nasty Hooks related video game that's being
A video game.
a video game. My counterpart Christian is working on that. He's taught himself to code and has been working on a video game. We're going to be doing quite a lot with that, but geographical difficulties and monetary issues and scheduling discrepancies have.
Tell me about this game. What are we talking about?
Well, it's
here?
it's going to be like a kind of like text based to an extent. You know, like old computer games where you could like type in prompts to interact with things, or you like choose dialogue options, and it like describes to you the situation you're
like Oregon Trail, or
sort
something?
of like Oregon Trail. Yeah,
just
sort of exactly kind of like that, but in like a dystopian future where where the economy has collapsed due to reasons, and there's a corporate entity to be dealt with. It's pretty ridiculous. It's in its early stages right now. We've got some pretty cool.
Are you going to be a
looking-
character in the game? To be
I don't know
you
if
and Christian.
I don't know if we're going to be individual characters in the game or not.
I would love to play a
I
video game
suppose
as Travis Thuband.
Probably will be in the game in some way, but I think not as a player character. We might be characters you come across in the world.
Okay.
But it's in early stages of development, but it's pretty much what the Nasty Hooks are working on right now. It's pretty cool. I'm hype about it.
Yeah, you've been doing any concerts lately? You guys kind of been in hibernation.
Well, it has been hibernation in that way because of the geographical differences.
Wait, Christian's not living here?
He's staying down in Savannah at the moment. He's not in Greenville. Like, he still works in Greenville, but he's not staying in Greenville. So just the lining up of actually like executing that shit is a little more difficult than it used to be.
I gotcha.
And, you know, I've had to take a step back from it just because of, you know, things in your brain. Sometimes there'll be things in your brain and you'll be like driving to a place and they'll be like, kill yourself. Kill yourself.
Well,
kill
dude,
yourself. And it's like a stress reaction. So sometimes you gotta limit what you can do as an individual in lieu of being able to attain psychiatric help.
Well, I love the album, and I'll put the link on the thing. So if you haven't heard it, click on the link to the. I forget what it's on. Bandcamp.
Bandcamp might still be on Spotify, but we had some discrepancies because YouTube was flagging us.
Fuck
YouTube was flagging our channel for playing our music, and it was because of like the rights and distribution through this one company, and it's like conflicting with this other one with YouTube.
But it was your own music.
Yes, and it's just stupid the way that the shit works, and like now some of it's like up in limbo to where like look us up on Bandcamp, Spotify, SoundCloud, The Nasty Hooks. You can go to thenastyhooks.com. I don't know when that was last updated. It's probably got a bunch of old shit on it still that is non-relevant at the time.
I'm
at
just
the moment,
blown away by the
currently.
songs, though.
Well,
because for this reason, like, dude, it is so hard to make a song that's not cringy, bad. Like, and you guys nailed it. Like, it's funny as shit.
well, thank
The
you.
hooks are good. But, like, it's just like it's good stuff. Like, you like how many bad songs are out there? Like, how hard it is to like compose notes and like do. And who's? I mean, are you the mastermind or Christian? Like, do you do the lyrics? Does he do the melody? Like,
so it kind of depends on the song how much each of us work on, because like a lot of times Christian will have a beat he's composed, and I'll go to putting words over it, and then will then in concert kind of add and take away things and tweak things. And it's like I have opinions. Like, I don't really know how to like program the music, but I'll have opinions about like, well, we need some hi-hat here, or we need to, like, this is too low, or we need a sound that goes wah, 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 and we need it like right there on repeat. Like loop this sound, wah, 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 you know, like shit like that. Well, we'll build songs live together, and then like, I don't know, we've got so many songs that are like half finished right now because of the way that we make shit. And like through the pandemic, we figured out how to remotely do it, like so I can record my shit on my end and he can record his shit on his end, and then I can send it over to the Google Drive and he can incorporate it like immediately, and like we'll be on Discord doing it live with one another and shit. But it really depends. Like, I'm mostly lyrics but some of the music, and he's mostly music but some of the lyrics, but we go back and forth.
Was all your shit good that you guys made, or did you guys make a bunch of like stuff that you tossed and then you kind of like worked your way into
I don't know that I'd say any of it's good.
I think it's good,
I appreciate you saying that. I don't, like I said earlier, I don't like anything I've ever made. But it was all fun. Like, and that's the thing, is like, we made it.
If it's fun, that's a good sign.
We made it, like, we started doing it as it's fun to do. Like, we like doing it. We're laughing our asses off making these songs.
Right.
Coming up with the premises for the songs, like, because a lot of the songs we come up with the premise and then like work backwards from this, like, how do we make this stupid idea into imagery for a fucking song, right? And you know,
like, let's pick one. You don't know science. What's that? What was the genesis of that?
Let's see. I think just the idea of like how motherfuckers think they're smart, but they don't know, like, they couldn't explain how a remote control works to you. They don't know why the power shows up at their fucking house. They don't understand what systems went into getting hot and cold water running in their fucking bathroom. They just know it all works, but you
don't know science.
You ain't know shit.
You ain't know shit.
But yeah, it's just a lot of fucking hanging out and bullshitting and coming up, throwing ideas at the wall. You know, sometimes there's a couple songs that we made with the specific intention of making like something super hateable and controversial, you know, just for the hell of it. Just as, was like, me in particular, I've had times where we're writing songs and working on shit where my brain goes to, what is the worst fucking thing I could possibly put into a song? Like, what is, like, and without being like a genuine piece of shit that's like cancelable or whatever, you know, like, what is the most heinous thing that I could jokingly put into a song that might have people be like, man, fuck these guys, dude. Because it's really funny.
What song are you talking about with that one?
Well, I mean, there's like three that come to mind, but there's one song, Hate It With Your Gut, which is pretty much like the whole song is like directed at the listener and is like, fuck you. You suck. And we incorporated a clip. There was a dude, this is so funny. There was a dude like probably 4 years ago at this point who messaged me on the Nasty Hooks Facebook, or messaged me after I had shared some shit about the Nasty Hooks, and he left me a voice message. And it was like, man, that's the worst shit I ever heard in my life, man. That shit is terrible, man.
You saved it and added to the song?
we saved it and edited it into the song, and the whole song is kind of a response to that guy. But it was just a funny, and like, you know, the chorus is like, we hope you hate it with your gut. Hate it with your gut. Like, just
do it.
And then start listing off nasty like some of the lyrics is like, was it go fucking shit, turds, boogers, piss, just
the most disgusting.
Yeah. And then there's a song where we describe stealing a bunch of pills from your grandma and eating them and taking a nap, like explicitly in like directions like
towards suicide.
You know. And what was it? There was one more where it was like, oh yeah, we we wrote a song about whales and how they should all die. And how all the whales should get murdered and get dynamite in their blowholes. And a fun thing to do is to go out on a boat with a gun and shoot whales. Just to, on the off
are they really
chance.
doing anything?
I mean, they're out there being big as hell and stupid, I guess.
Something with the food chain?
Water mammals.
Yeah.
Fucking who gives a shit?
Do you think whales are actually smart?
I mean, probably. They don't have jobs or bills.
Yeah.
That seems pretty smart to me.
But like, do you ever think their lives would be boring? Like, what do they do? Just
I mean, I don't know, man. We
looking
haven't
for
explored.
fucking-
We've explored more space than the ocean.
true.
It's like, who knows what's down there?
Yeah.
Probably a bunch of cool
You're pretty
shit.
into this stuff too. You have a whole bit about caves and bat guano. And,
That's true.
and,
That's true. I did.
And crabs.
Yeah. Shit crabs. That's
Shit
a
crabs.
fun one.
Yeah.
It's ridiculousness. The world's interesting.
It is.
You know,
it is
there's-
interesting.
It's like there's a sinkhole in China where there's like a whole forest underground.
So there's a whole ecosystem of like different types of shit down there.
Yeah, and it's like a sinkhole inside of a mountain, and it's like I learn all this. I learn everything from Instagram.
Yeah.
All my information comes from Instagram, which is reliable.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good source of news and entertainment and information,
Yeah.
education.
It's all about what you look at and
Yeah.
what your algorithm shows you. If you spread it out amongst a
I've been
big
getting-
enough, you would have a very cultured algorithm.
I've been getting a lot of gore
Yeah.
lately. I've been
Watch
getting a
that.
lot of, and it's like I can't not look at them, but it's like I've been getting these videos where it's like, and it's like very real footage of like war zones and like third world gang violence and like people being hit by cars and shit, and it's like just on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's just on there.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to figure out a bit to do with that. I was talking to a buddy of mine about it, and then they were like, "Yeah, but that's not everybody's feed, dude." And I'm like, well,
So,
"Yeah,
who
I
gives a
know,
shit?
but it's like how to." I gotta figure out. I think I'm just gonna start talking about it on stage because I gotta figure out how many people are also experiencing this. Because I feel like if I was 13 and on Instagram, it would be nothing but like decapitation videos and like people riding motorcycles into brick walls and shit. Like,
You get in touch with your younger self. maybe.
yeah, like
I don't know.
there's been days lately.
What
where-
ads are you getting? That's a funny one to look at. I was looking at some.
I get a lot of ads for like earbuds.
Okay.
I get a lot of like the Raycon ads for like different brands of earbuds
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
For the most part, is the ads I notice.
Yeah. I was looking at different, for whatever reason, Bill's Instagram.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Bill's feed and TikTok feed is fucked, dude. It is so fucked.
I believe it.
It'll be one of the pictures. A suggested post was a cat that was paralyzed from the waist down in a walker, just staring at them. And then you scrolled up, and it was an ad for pleated khakis. And I put the phone next to it. It was identical to the pants he had on.
It's ridiculous.
And then it'll just have just overweight, it's like super fat women just doing ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
It is just it is a
You know,
freak show. No offense to any of these people. I don't know. They'll not. It is just.
I don't
And
know.
I'm like,
That's
this isn't, like,
that's not the
mine.
terminology we use anymore. I mean, I think
These are. I mean, there's no way.
there are some interesting characters
Okay.
on social media, and I've recently been seeing a lot of reels along with the gore. There's been like OnlyFans models wearing sheer clothing, so it's like you can see
The tits?
all of their bits, and They're just there and hanging out, and it's
yeah,
like
it's like
just
they
like
slip through. They're basically nude.
Yeah,
and Instagram's allowing.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And but then there's also there's a genre of social media that like I've just recently become very aware of, where it's like extremely disabled people or disfigured people.
Yeah.
Running socials, and it's like some of them where it's like, okay, you're raising awareness, you're capitalizing and making you're making profit off of this situation, you're making the best out of this situation, like you're taking control of your life, fucking owning it, and
everybody's in on the
but there's also people in that genre where it's like, this person has to have, like, somebody's in charge. You know what I mean? And it's like I wonder, is like do they want to be a TikTok fitness influencer, or did their dad make them?
Are you saying these are like
money?
horribly disfigured disabled people, or these are like just polished people that are like crying for help?
I'm saying that there's
like Britney Spears' dad kind of manipulation.
I mean, people that might not be in their right mind necessarily. People who might not have legal agency over themselves. That there's a guardian.
These are the Disney child
or
stars
parent in that situation that is just like making stacks off these fucking TikTok videos that get 4 million views because people are like,
do something weird, you fucking
yeah, and it feels
like
gross.
That.
It feels fucking
like
gross.
That,
yeah. It's like, and it's like, but how do you know? How do you differentiate? But what is what in those situations? You know, it's real hairy.
Yeah.
You know, real gray lines there. Like, what the fuck? What is that about?
Yeah.
I feel weird about getting those in my feed, you know?
Do you want to be TikTok famous?
I mean, not really. That feels weird. That feels like a thing that people should.
What if you like hit right now?
If I hit on TikTok right now, if I got famous on TikTok right now,
you'd have this pressure to keep
I'd probably just try to make as much money as humanly possible as fast as possible. I'd probably try to just cash as many fucking checks as possible and then just run it into the ground.
Okay.
You know, just like put as many stacks back as humanly possible and then just nuke it.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean,
how would you nuke it? You just go offensive?
I don't know. Who knows? Just stop giving a shit. Do what I do now.
It'd probably get bigger.
Just not.
This guy doesn't care.
Just not engage.
He's above it all.
Just stop engaging.
And he'd become
ignore the algorithm. Fucking do time lapses of me coloring. I don't know.
Make it boring. Like, hello, this is Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to make
this
it boring.
This is a day in the life of my day of my life. The next 47 minutes are the earliest part of a day in the day of my life, and I will be telling you today about how I live a day in the day of a day. I live a day in the life.
The sick part is there'd be people that tune into that shit too.
Yeah. It's like I don't have the attention span or the work ethic to do like this podcast. Like I've thought about doing a podcast. I've thought about it.
An announcement here?
No.
Coming soon.
No.
A day in the life.
A day in the life of a day that I live in my day to day of my life.
The guy from Silence of the Lambs.
The head detective in Monk. Fucking dude with the permanent. I got a frog in my throat. I tried to swallow. But there's still a frog in my throat. No matter what I do, I sound like there's a bubble that I can't get rid of this throat bubble.
I'd listen to that shit every week, man.
No, yeah, dude. No, but I don't have the attention span or the work. I should do more with socials. I should do more with networking. I should kind of get on it.
Networking, just make stuff.
it's like I've been making stuff, and fuck
Yeah.
networking, and it's
gonna be
I have time to do this.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
going fucking super great.
Yeah, man.
The sun's going down.
Yeah.
Nighttime's encroaching.
Another beautiful
It's
beautiful day in Greenville.
No, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful day in Greenville.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at repetitive tasks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I haven't quit this.
I mean,
Or also I felt like it'd be more embarrassing to quit, I feel like.
I mean, at this point, you should definitely keep going.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what episode number is this?
I don't know.
No, you should
91 came this week. There's like 3 or 4.
Oh,
This
so
is
you're
close to
like
90.
3 or 4
I just
ahead.
quit at 98.
You're like 3 or 4 weeks ahead. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty good, dude.
It's all right.
That makes sense. Look at you.
Yeah, look at me. Yeah.
That's pretty good scheduling.
Running
right
out of
there.
people. That's
pretty
why I'm having
smart.
you on again.
Oh yeah.
It's the only
Fucking
reason.
having to go back around.
No, you're a premier guest, bro.
Premier.
This is going to be a high rated.
I'm
yeah.
sure everybody's going to fucking pay attention to this. And
Yeah,
if you are
dude.
watching this and you're wondering if I think you should light yourself on fire, then maybe you should. Maybe it's you. Maybe I'm talking about you. Maybe this podcast's about you, right? Like that song. You know that song?
You're so vain.
I knew I could get David singing before
Probably
the
think
end of
this
the
podcast's about
I
you.
do watch the podcast,
So
and I
vain,
know.
Except you're right.
I know that I could trigger him into singing easy peasy,
You're so
no problem.
vain.
Look, he hasn't stopped. He loves it. He's got a sickness, something wrong with him in his brain.
I'm fucked, dude.
No, that's everybody.
Yeah.
We live in a society that churns out crazy people.
Yeah.
Like that's like America's #1 export is fucking insanity. Mm-hmm. Like straight up, like chaos.
Yes.
Fucking mental illness.
Especially now.
Oh yeah.
Because, the dust settled since COVID, but things aren't the same.
No.
Nothing's the same.
No.
Everything is
Weird.
way less stable and weird.
Yeah. And it's going to continue to get worse. Just very slowly.
Yeah.
Very, very slowly.
Uh-huh.
Corporations are going to buy everything.
Yep.
And then eventually you'll be able to subscribe to stay alive. Like and subscribe if you'd like to stay alive.
Subscribe to this one. This is a good one.
Because that's I mean, and
We're fighting the system.
it sounds crazy, but that's entirely a feasible like future. Mm-hmm. Like life subscriptions.
It will.
And if you can't afford it, you get to sleep on the sidewalk until the people sweepers come down the street. Mm-hmm. And they will sweep you up into a fine red mist. It's going to be fucking...
Like War of the Worlds.
Yeah, War of the Worlds meets RoboCop meets Judge Dredd meets Idiocracy meets fucking The Simpsons meets Futurama meets a much less entertaining, way more boring version of all of that. Like that's the worst part. Is like it's all so incremental and slow and dumb that it feels like normal life.
Yeah.
Normal life.
Yeah.
Normal life is happening.
Yeah.
Robot dogs are being equipped with guns and allowed to shoot people. Normal life is happening.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, man.
Well, what's changed with me since I last?
What's with you?
Yeah, thanks for asking.
I told you. I'll just talk. I didn't. That really, honestly,
just
no.
fucking
You
around.
brought that up, and now I'm like, damn. I know, but I mentioned the picture of your family. That's
You did.
I was paying attention to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'm not a total.
You're
cunt.
not an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. It was self-involved to bring this up, but I wanted to, because it's so I got a different job at my company, and now I'm very much. Nobody's listening this far in.
No.
All right.
How far in are we?
51 minutes.
51 minutes. That's not bad.
Yeah, but I'm very aware of the corporate dying inside force.
Mm-hmm. The soul leaking out of you.
I can't decide if it's partially positive or negative because I am more structured. Like I have shit to do, and if I don't do it, like it won't be okay.
Yeah.
Like people will call. Like it'll be like, what the fuck? Before I could just,
La-di-da.
yeah, it was only if I sold and nobody checked on me, and customers don't want to meet with you. You have to go talk to them.
Yeah.
So I could just be a real so now it's more structured, but oh man, I as the days go on, I'm just like, man, it's stress, but it's stress I don't care that much about. And then it's like, you know, it just makes me think comedy is I don't know. It still makes me feel insane, but it makes me feel better than that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, you know,
Regular jobs will make you crazy.
yes.
You know, and you know, not everybody. There are people out there in the world that go to their fucking regular job and they love it.
Yeah.
They love it. They love the routine. They love the normalcy. They love the bureaucracy. They love the community. They love
Yeah.
all of it. And
The community aspect is a
Yeah,
thing
a lot of people's
that's kind
only-
of faded a little because people work from home now.
Yeah.
But I remember when I worked at an office, it was pretty fun.
yeah,
Because, like, if you ever are like, fuck, I don't want to, I'm just going to get up from my computer for a bit and then just go fuck around and
Yeah.
talk to people or do whatever. You can't do that now.
no.
Now I just, like,
Go open the refrigerator.
close it, rip my vape, chug coffee. I'm on no sleep. And then the phone rings. I'm just like, fuck. Like,
Yeah. Do you do that thing where
God
you
damn.
stay up super late because you're
Yeah.
trying to maximize your free time?
exactly. Because it's the only free time
Yeah.
where nobody's calling.
Yeah. Nobody's calling. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Shit,
coming
yeah.
at you. It's nighttime. Everybody can fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to do whatever I
Yeah,
want right
and
now.
I'm going to eat
I should be sleeping.
shameful shit.
I should be sleeping, but I'm gonna play this game
Yeah.
for 3 more hours.
I feel like if I'm sleeping, I'm wasting my time.
yeah,
Because I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
as soon as that alarm goes off, I'm back in hell
yeah. It's
for a period. My job's not that bad. Sorry.
no, it is. It is that bad. It is that bad. All of your jobs are that bad too.
Yeah.
You should all have pitchforks and torches.
You should all let yourselves on fire.
I mean, not all
maybe-
of you.
maybe-
Not all of you. Just
maybe
the ones.
one.
Just
Maybe
the ones
just
that
the-
deserve
Just
it.
the ones that think they should
Yeah.
or suspect that's who we're.
No, more than likely, the ones that ought to be on fire have no idea. They're like, oh, that couldn't be about me. Mm-hmm. I'm too fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'm too fucking cool. Look at my turtleneck. I'm fucking cool.
Yeah.
Fucking cool guy. I fucking
Oh yeah. Actually, shit. I don't know if I should talk this much shit about, but I went to the sales meeting. I think I tried to talk about this on stage, didn't get shit. But at the sales meeting, there was it's like people getting a chance to peacock because it's the one time of year everybody's together, and if you had a good sales year, you get to go up on stage and it's cool. I mean, it's cool if you had a good sales year.
Yeah.
That's great.
Sure.
But some guys, I just see them strutting through the hotel, and I've seen the same guy for this, like, because there's some reps that have been around a long time, and you just see these guys, and it's like their identity, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro,
his whole world is I make sales. See, the thing you don't know about
look
me,
at my
David.
suit, dude.
The thing you don't know about me, David. I'm a closer. Like, it's just the fucking most asinine shit, because it's like, okay, yeah, man, you've learned how to refuse a no better than anybody else. You've learned how to sidestep a no,
Yeah.
a hard no. You've learned to like,
You know what the funny thing is? Because I know how what it often requires to go get those numbers. Like if you're short,
yeah,
you have to beg, and you're begging a nurse who's gotten promoted to this OR administrative position. It's like, little Nurse Betty, like, please, like,
yeah,
please, I need this, like, or I won't hit my quota when I get fired. Because I did the same thing. and then you get to strut like, oh, I'm the fucking. They are not. Sometimes you got to call in favors. And
That's
things like
hilarious.
that. So it's fun, and more power to them. But it's like, I was just disgusted.
No,
Like, when
for
I saw
sure.
a couple of them, I was like,
yeah.
and not all of them.
Well,
Not
and
all of them.
that's why the stereotype about salesmen is a thing.
Yeah.
Because the really good ones are some greasy motherfuckers.
You're right, dude. You're
The
right.
really good ones are some soulless, sociopathic, greasy motherfuckers. They don't give a shit about you, your mama, that baby burning down the street. They don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
And it's amazing the empathy they can simulate when called upon
Yeah.
for the sake of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sale. Yeah.
It's gross. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Empathy for sale.
Empathy for sale, dude. But you gotta work. You gotta pay the bills.
You got to, because it costs money to exist.
Yes, it does.
You know, it costs money to exist because you're not allowed to just go sustain yourself in the woods for free.
Yeah,
like we used to be able to do.
Could you do that? Could you? If like I gave you, like,
I mean,
a hatchet,
it would be not great.
Do you think you could survive?
I think I would survive a time. We're not going to discuss what that time might be.
Do you know how to hunt?
I mean, I know how to gather.
So you'd find the berries.
Yeah, I mean, I could put together a rabbit trap. I don't know if it would catch a rabbit.
Yeah,
but I understand the concepts. You know.
Yeah.
But point being, it's not even allowed.
Yeah.
You used to back in the earlier days of man.
Yeah.
You could just fuck off into the middle of nowhere and be like, "Oh, I live here.
Yeah.
Who's bothering me? I'm out in the middle of who gives a shit."
Until tribes started forming, then everybody started fucking with each other.
Well, but
we got to exchange.
After that point, there was like a thing I seen on Instagram. That's where I get all my information. There was a lady who was like in her 70s or 80s or whatever, who had lived out in the middle of nowhere in the wilderness in like Siberia.
Yeah.
Had no knowledge of World War II. Like, they were so out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, they went there in the fucking 20s or some shit. Her dad went and homesteaded out in the middle of nowhere, and then she spent her whole life out.
Back, like, what I missed?
Fucking everything. Everything.
I saw a video of a guy that built a cabin. I can't remember where this was. Was it Sweden? There's this young kid. He's probably 21, and he left and he built a cabin in the woods from scratch for like 3 years, and it's like a time lapse, and it was pretty incredible. I was pretty jealous. I was like, this seems pretty good.
Yeah,
and
it's totally doable.
Yeah,
it's totally doable. Like if you did, like, let's say you did 2 weeks of hard research, right? You do 2 weeks of like 8-hour days. You're a student. You're a freshman in college. You're doing fucking research about just sustaining yourself in a little wooden cabin.
Yeah,
I bet you could go out there and do it.
Yeah.
If you had a implement, you know, you need a tool. You need at least a tool.
A tool.
You need at least a tool. You could do it.
Yeah.
We're monkeys from the fucking woods, man. You figure it out. Everybody's inclined to, as a kid playing in the outside. You want to make a fort. What do you want to do that for?
Did you make forts when you were a kid?
I tried to, but it's like there's
too.
not a lot around for that. There's not a lot of other kids or anything. Like, you can bundle sticks up or whatever, you know. It's just, sometimes life's hard. And fucking. I spent a lot of my time as a child, like, just kind of reflecting.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your childhood. I don't know if we covered that last time. I'm really curious, like, why you are the way that you are. Like, I want to see.
We don't have enough time in the day to get into the reasons of why I am the way I am. But we could break it down real fast into broken home. The home is broken. They fucking broke that shit. Broken home. There was
family relationships broken, or like the house is fucked.
All of that, all those things,
both,
all that together, and then there's mental illness, which, you know, hereditary and who knows, environmental, you know, but is just a shit time for most of the time.
Yeah,
endured quite a lot of bullying as a small child. Because of these here titties.
What ages was the bullying start?
It probably, I probably got bullied fucking to some extent all the way up into high school. But once I was in high school, I was big enough and sentient enough to be like, oh, I'll say things back.
Yeah.
I'll come back at you.
Yeah,
and I like
it'll be funny.
Yeah, I'll start smoking weed, chill out a little bit. And I did. I started smoking weed, chilled out a little bit, started skateboarding,
Yeah.
hanging out with kids that did nothing but say horribly mean shit to one another. Like, I had a couple buddies in high school where it's like I didn't need other bullies. Like, we were saying the most heinous, mean, awful shit to one another constantly. And like it was a game to go back and forth to get better and better and better at it. And it's like, yeah, like you get to a point where it's like, oh, there's nobody outside of me that's going to affect me in that way with fucking words.
Right. But you're tight with those guys, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that way now, but,
Yeah.
life changes.
You got any friends from high school still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still in contact and close friends with a couple friends from high school.
Because they're in
for
the
sure.
area, right? What high school did you go to?
I went to Carolina High.
Carolina High? That's here in the upstate?
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
all the high schools, but.
Yeah, Carolina High School and Academy.
How big was the high school?
Fuck, I don't know. My graduating class was small as fuck. Like I think we're less than 100.
Okay.
Like
But it always teeters off at the end. Like there's
a
more
lot
freshmen.
a lot of people in my high school had babies. Had babies
In high school?
I mean, or directly out of high school, like
get
they
married
were
quick.
on that pipeline of
word.
like, I'm with my forever person, and we're gonna turn into people, motherfuckers. It's unfortunate.
Well,
A lot of motherfuckers just dumb as hell when I was coming through high school. Just not.
you think they're happy now?
I mean, probably.
Yeah. See,
Stupid people tend to be happier.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So if you're sitting at home happy with your life, you might be fucking
You're
stupid. You just might be an idiot.
Yeah, dude. Be fucking smart and depressed.
Yeah.
Like
Pay
us.
attention. Pay attention to what's going on. Understand you're in the middle of a meat machine that's going to grind you up and spit you out.
Yeah.
Extract every dollar value out of your corporeal form as humanly possible.
Yep.
And then make money off your fucking corpse.
Yes.
It's if you can't make money off of it, it ain't worth the fuck. I think Reagan said that.
Yeah. It's trickle down
Yeah.
economics.
What a joke.
I'm a big advocate.
What a
I'm
joke.
center right, you know that.
Fucking trickle down. They fucking that they came up with
It
that
gave
to
us-
be able to tell a joke to people's faces about pissing on their heads. It's fucking it trickles down out of the end of a dick.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking
There's a lot of economic problems.
disparity.
Disparity. Yeah. Inequality.
Rampant greed and nepotism. You know, predatory practices.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
I was gonna. So you're married. Mm-hmm. How long have you been married again?
Got married in March of 2015. So
8 years coming up, right?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So it'll be 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years in March.
Okay. That's commendable.
No, yeah, I'm a good man. I got a good woman.
Yeah. See, I think that's good. You know, 'cause we talked about the dummies that get married early, and I have an aversion to that. You know, my community did a lot of the same. And you look back, and but I do think marriage is a good thing for grounding you to something.
Well, and we
got your
dated
insanity.
several years before we got married.
Sure.
Like, I was definitely against like jumping into
Yeah.
that situation, and that, like, I think it's smart not to, for sure.
Yeah. But you know, I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, I interrupted you. That's my fault. I'm so sorry.
Well, no, that's a good thing. The fact that you got all this negative shit to say about the world, but you're a happily married man.
Oh, yeah. I love my wife. My wife's fucking
See?
great.
Look at this. Look at him
My wife's
light up.
great.
Look at him light up.
My wife's the fucking best.
Yeah. Because sometimes I'll look at, you know, folks from home and be like, it's solely self-serving, but I'm going to, since you're here, you look at a family and they're like, you know, they seem to be happy, normal, couple of kids, house. I'm like, why the fuck can't I just do that, you know?
I mean, nothing's stopping you.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing is like
I have an aversion to the thing I'm expected to do, you know, in a conventional, in some ways. Career, I'll fucking be a whore, but.
Well, it's like, for me, I wasn't necessarily like looking for my forever partner when my wife and I started dating and stuff, you know, like I was.
What you think? You think she's just cool and this is
yeah,
nice
like, and it just went.
Yeah.
You know, and it got to a point where it was like, well, I'm going to ask her to marry me, you know, and then I did. Like, I blurted it out even. Like, it wasn't like a down on one knee situation.
Let me hear the proposal. Like, so, like, set the stage up.
Oh, set the stage.
Travis Thuband's proposal to his wife. This is exclusive.
Exclusive
content.
Set the stage. Well, no, it was a situation where we were in between housing. We were living in a hotel.
Okay.
And we were going to bed, and I just blurted it out. Like it's like, you want to get married? Like, and it just went like that.
Yeah.
You know.
And what did she say? Did she just?
She was like, "What did you just say?" You know, and then
I you want to get married? Like,
yeah, no,
don't make it weird. Like,
yeah, and then you know, we were engaged for a while, like a year, I think, year and a half, something like that. We were engaged until like we had all our ducks in a row, and then we got married. Little fucking spent like, and I mean, we didn't even spend, but. Like all total, like $2,000 on our whole wedding or something.
Great.
Like rented out a little fucking VFW clubhouse and
love it, dude.
Just did the fucking thing. Didn't do rehearsals. Fucking didn't do invitations. Fucking there's a whole side of the family that is probably
doesn't know you're married.
Well, they know I'm married, and they're under the impression that they've been slighted, probably. And it's literally like I didn't send out invitations to my high school graduation either. I feel like I might have ADHD. Some things just disappear. Some things just fucking disappear. Like I'll have a thing that I'll procrastinate until the point of no return, and then it's like, oh well, I can't do it now, can I? I've put it off.
Too long.
It's been too. Oh, it's the day before graduation. I can't send these off. They won't make it. Oops.
Yeah.
I fucked up, Mom. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you know, it's
not what's important.
Best thing I've done is marry my wife.
Yeah.
Smartest decision I ever made.
Yeah.
For sure. She supported me through all this dumb shit.
Yeah.
Which is comedy's like 99% dumb shit.
Does she like that you do comedy?
She doesn't dislike it. She thinks I'm funny. I make her listen to bits and sets and whatnot.
That's nice.
And she comes out sometimes. She hasn't been out in a while. People ask about her.
Yeah.
But it's none of their goddamn business.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I wouldn't want my significant other at every show.
It's like when I first started,
I
told
work,
her,
you know, it's like, why would you come watch me at work every day?
When I first started, I told her not to come out at all because it made me nervous. Because it's like, I don't care if nobody else laughs, but if you don't laugh, like that, this is gonna make me feel bad.
Yeah, 100%.
And then I got to a point where that didn't bother me, and she came out more.
How long did it take you to not bother you?
I was probably doing comedy 2 or 3 years before I was comfortable having her come watch.
So you met her when you started doing comedy?
We were together before I started doing comedy.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you waited 2.5 years. Yeah.
Ish. And then she's come out and seen me perform, and she's been at showcases I've been on and whatnot.
Yeah. It's so weird that that phenomenon, because I feel that so many people talk about it. You're not nearly as comfortable with your friends, family, significant others seeing you do stand up.
Yeah, well, it's like
because it's
weird.
It's like you're doing something that like is I don't know.
You're doing something that is not the you that they know.
Right. You're being, and it might be the real you.
Right. For
the
sure.
real you might be you on stage. And you're like, well, if you see that and reject it, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of why.
Well, and
the only way it works to me is, I mean, I don't mean like you have to be yourself literally, but like you're kind of like,
you need to be as close as you can approximate on stage.
right.
If
I mean,
you don't
like
want
you're
to be
yourself, but you're saying absurd shit. But like,
right.
it's
like
where it's coming from is like
there's something to be said for like performing on stage, right? You're performing. There's something about energy, stage presence, fucking.
And you're pretty fucking vulnerable, like on stage, just
persona, all of that type
yeah.
of shit. But like, at least in my mind, I want to get what I find funny, like as close to what the audience finds as funny as possible. It's like you want those things to fucking come together, and the best way to, and especially now with like everybody's there's so many fucking open mic comics. There's so many fucking comedians. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of them. So it's like the formulaic fucking men behave like this and women behave like this, and I say crazy things because I'm a tough guy from the 80s. Hey, oh, your mother. Like that shit doesn't, it's not a thing anymore. So it's like the only way to present yourself, as far as I'm concerned, is as close to yourself as you could possibly get, and that's really difficult. That's
the only original thing there is. Really.
Yeah, it's like your own experience, your own perspective. It's like that's all you can fucking hone in without rehashing shit that's been done 5 million times. And even then, you're still gonna rehash shit that's been done 5 million times because
there's nothing new.
People are pretty much the same fucking things. We're smart monkeys that like to fucking eat. Like that's.
Yeah. So you're showing that part of yourself. Mm-hmm. So if somebody,
but it is like a realness.
You're like,
yeah.
If you don't like that, that would really hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And it would mean like a fundamental rejection potentially of like the person that you are.
Yeah.
You know, like there's family of mine that I don't talk about doing comedy. They haven't seen my comedy, and I hope they don't ever, because they will have a more fuller picture of me as an individual that may very well be we don't talk about Travis no more. Like because
is it religiously motivated?
I would think partially at least.
Yeah, dude.
You know, and that's the thing, man. Is like Jesus gets in there. And got in there with a bunch of motherfuckers and is like, all right, now, y'all sit still and be quiet.
Yeah. It's almost
you smiling too big for Jesus. Now, Jesus don't like big, toothy smiles. Just a little smirk for Jesus, okay? Sit on your hands.
Oh my gosh.
There's a real like fucking weird sanitized vibe to a lot of that. That's just like it's not real.
Travis. Yeah, that's
it's not real. The world doesn't work that way. And
I know.
That's the crazy shit to me, is like the world does not operate that way. But you'll see these motherfuckers, onward Christians, it's fucking like it's very strange to me. It's very strange because there's a dissonance there that is odd. Because who's going to all these movies? Who's watching all this porn, dude?
Yeah.
Who's drinking all this liquor?
Yeah. No, it's
like,
it's a good point. And that was the way you put it, the world doesn't work like that. That was actually one of the big nudges I got away from organized religion, especially. Yeah. It was because when I started doing comedy, the world started to work for me different. Like in my own head.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was good out of it, but it was like, dude, this is fun. This is real. I'm saying inappropriate stuff sometimes, but like, wow, this is amazing. And the social aspect and all this. I was like, holy crap. And then to see the pullback to that and not inquiring about it.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that.
Yeah, we did, sorry.
Yeah. No, that's, and we did not.
I've talked.
No, not last time on the. I think we talked about that like
Oh, just a little hard to
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah. Like we've
So
talked
you-
about, like
oh, yeah, a
in the
little bit
car or
behind
at a
the
mic or
scenes.
something. We
Yeah.
talked about that at some point.
No, for
but,
sure.
But no, you're
Kinda
absolutely
like,
right.
it's sometimes actions kind of speak louder than, and silence speaks louder
Yep.
than what anything they could say or not.
It was like some shit my mom would always say is like the phone works both ways.
It does.
You know? And it's like I have a lot of that where I feel weird about like my family and shit, but it's like I check in with you motherfuckers as much as you check in with me. Like I don't know, like
Yeah.
what do you want? Like
Do you not call as much as you should? 'Cause I definitely don't.
Oh, I absolutely don't.
Yeah.
100% I don't. But like I don't. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to light myself on fire.
You know,
It's a struggle.
life happens.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's weird though.
it is. It is
Very
strange.
Weird. The family dynamics.
It's definitely an odd thing to try to marry with comedy, open micing.
Yes, it is. So I texted some people about questions they should ask you.
Oh Jesus!
So I got some
Christ.
questions from the fans.
Oh my God!
Fans of Travis.
This is gross. Okay, all right, fucking shoot.
Uh,
I'm not gonna answer appropriately.
so this is coming from Jill. Is there a meme you've reposted that haunts you to this day? Jill says she'll never be able to unsee a dolphin swim up a horse's ass.
I mean, I always share that one if it comes across my timeline. Sometimes it's got the
I haven't seen this one. Describe to me. It's
I'll show it to you. I've got it on my phone here. It is a dolphin. It's a comic strip of a dolphin swimming up a horse or a pony. Might be a pony, but it's swimming up a horse's. I don't think it's its ass because the dolphin ends up in a womb.
Right.
So I would think that very potentially it is a womb having horse. Let's see here. There it is. And this one, as you'll see, has Blink-182 lyrics in the captions, but I've seen it with John Denver's Country Roads. I've seen it with the lyrics to Country Roads in there. And there isn't a meme in particular that haunts me to this day. They all kind of blur together at this point.
Okay.
But there are things that I've seen on the internet that absolutely haunt me to this day, and I'm not going to talk about them.
You
those
repost a
things.
lot of the stuff you see. which
Well,
is
I
great.
have-
follow Travis on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or hit him up.
Yeah, follow me on Facebook. Send me a message into my DMs. Hit me up. No, I mean I have to disable Facebook pretty regularly because I'll get stuck in a loop of just scrolling and posting and scrolling and posting and just like I view Facebook as like a trash heap.
Yes.
It's a garbage fire of time wasting.
It is very polluted.
Yeah, it's
Even
it's
amongst the social media platforms, I'd say Facebook is
It's
the
horrible.
most polluted.
and I personally I enjoy the idea, and this has been reaffirmed multiple times by different people, but I enjoy the idea that the dumb fucking meme pages I follow so many at this point. Because like I didn't have a Facebook until 2017.
Wow, very late.
Yeah, I didn't have a Facebook until then. Like I had one around 08, 09, and then I deleted that. And between then and 2017, I didn't have a Facebook.
Did you have nothing?
I had nothing.
Wow.
I had a fake Facebook that I would use to sign up for open mics.
Okay.
Because there was open mics to sign up on Facebook. But I have the mission of filling feeds with as much bullshit as humanly possible.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy like going back and forth between the bullshit too, because I'll post all manner
Yeah.
of bullshit.
It is absurdity.
Yeah.
It's not even, yeah.
And it's like sometimes there'll be inspirational quotes that have you be like, "Oh man, that's okay." And then the next thing might be
You'll post inspirational quotes?
Sometimes
Really?
there is nicer like if you look at my
Sincerely, not ironically?
I mean, you take it however you like.
Okay.
It comes across my feed. I think it's funny
If
juxtaposition.
I heard you quote a Michael Jordan or like something, I'd be like, what the fuck?
But the next thing might be, where somebody's driven a nail through their thumb,
Right.
or a big poop that
Yes.
someone took a picture of. Those are always funny.
Does shit pics make it on? They don't get censored?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. But there's not a lot of it. There's only been a couple like massive
Dude,
dukes
my
that I've
uncle
seen
used to do that.
take pictures of his shits.
Yeah, before social media. He'd take pictures of his polo. So you get the roll developed and they just be like,
Imagine you're working at the fucking Walgreens and it's 1987 and some dude comes in. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get this film developed. And he comes back a couple hours later and he's just like, all right, come get my.
did you enjoy that?
And you're just like, there you go. And try not to make eye contact.
Yeah, because they definitely see him.
Yeah.
Follow-up question from Jill. What responsibility do you think you have to the community to heal the mental illness you've caused or suffering you've caused them?
Oh, okay. This is a poignant question. What responsibility do I owe to the community
To heal the mental suffering you've caused.
to heal the mental suffering that I've
I don't know if
caused?
that's
And
referring to the memes?
I assume
or
it's
the berating on stage?
I assume it's referring to the memes. If it is referring to the berating on stage, the way I treat audience at times, rude audience, I don't know that there's anything I'm supposed to do. Realistically, I don't know that I've done any wrongs. Everybody can leave the shows of their own volition. No one's required to follow me on Facebook. Nobody showed up at your house and put a fucking gun to your head and said, hey, you better follow this guy and be disturbed by his content. But no, I get what you're getting at. And sorry, not sorry is, I think, what kids say on the, is that still in the nomenclature?
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. If I had to see it, so do all of you. My insincerest apologies. Whoopsie daisies.
Samiha asks, when is Burger King picking you up as their next spokesperson?
I mean, honestly, hopefully soon. Fingers crossed that Burger King does in fact want a comedic bit that uses the terminology liquid human feces in it. Associated with their hamburger products.
Yeah, I forgot about your Burger King bit. That was hysterical.
Yeah, I've done that a little bit. I'm going to incorporate that some more. It's a fun one.
You incorporate the Southern accent in that, right? As
Yeah.
a caricature of
Yeah.
someone who likes...
Somebody who might go to the BK
Yeah.
and eat them a sandwich that's hot and flame broiled.
Yeah.
They're flame broiled. They got a broiler
And
in there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
And you specify how to eat it.
Yeah.
Or how to order it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd be a great spokesperson for Burger King.
I'd love to get sponsored by Burger King because I can only imagine that comes with a bunch of money and
Yeah.
free Burger King and no ethical consumption, blah, 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 sell out this, da. I need fucking to go to the dentist, So it's like...
Dude, it would be great if they hired you. It would be great if
it'd
they
be
just
good for
went
them.
all in on like a really like...
That'd be
just
so
this
dumb though,
day-
like a fucking my 7-minute stand-up set where I'm ranting about eating Burger King until getting diarrhea.
Have you
goes
seen normal
viral.
Burger King commercials?
I mean, they are pretty.
Boring.
Marketing has gotten insane.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
They're trying to get fresh with it, and it's annoying. I don't know if you've seen commercials lately. They'll talk about... I saw one where it was like... It was a car commercial, and it was like, you're two guys. Like, you're not just the guy in the office. You're also the guy that like goes surfing, and they imply that you get high and you have this other. It's like, fuck off, dude. You're trying to like get with like where the culture's go, or like people. That to me, yeah,
Marketing
makes me
machine,
hate
super
corporate
gross.
even more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny to see them try and chase what they think people like, though, and move too slowly to be on point at all.
I have a bit I've tried to work about this, and it's still in like percolation stages, I guess. I keep coming back to it. But like the marketing machine, you can go on YouTube and you can watch commercials from any decade. And you can see all the psychological tricks like develop over time.
Yeah.
And it's really fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very strange to see, because like in the like old radio ads and shit from like the 40s and the 50s and like old black and white commercials and shit, it's all like Ajax soap. We sell soap from Ajax.
Yeah.
And then like just a couple decades later, it's like, are you tired of scrubbing? And it's just like all this fucking like weird psychological shit that's added into the ads. And it's like, it's become this fucking thing that's unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Like advertisements are no longer just advertisements. It's a whole fucking genre of like manipulation that takes place. And it's really disturbing.
It's kind of cool though that your algorithm doesn't really give you a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's like you might have confused it with all the shit you look at
I
and
do.
post and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I kind of got excited at the ads I see. I don't see much of any. I see T-shirt ads and posters.
Yeah, see,
That's
I will
all
get.
see.
That reminds me. I will get ads on Instagram a lot for T-shirts for big belly guys, and like it's so weird because it's like, yeah, dude, I'm a little bit of a bigger dude, right? Like What's frustrating is like I'm the type of fat that if I talk about being fat, people are always like, "Oh, you're not that fat," and it's like, I know, but I'm okay, you know. But like I get these ads, and it's like the ads are basically trying to convince people that like with these magical T-shirts that are tighter around the chest and bigger around the waist, you'll convince hotter women to be into you. Like you'll trick these women, basically, is the gist of these ads. And it's just like, dude, like you could get hot women to be into you by just not being a chode. It's not like, it's so fucking strange, the algorithms, because it's like I don't do any online shopping of clothing, shirts, anything like that. I don't do anything like that. So it's like, it's very weird that I get these ads where it's like, are you sick of all your shirts showing your belly when you reach up like this? And it's like, well, yes, I am. They don't have shirts made for me in stores. It's very unsettling. Like a shirt has like 3 washes before it's like it's going to pick up in the front. And it's like, why is this happening? And it's like, you got to make sure you don't reach a certain way so people aren't disturbed by your unsightly fucking body, your body that you have to have. What a shame. You're forced to have a fucking meat prison to fucking walk around in. One of my favorite
things I ever saw you do is you like lifted up your shirt and you were like, is this what you want to see? This is cheap. This is easy. You laugh at this shit.
It is though, like like laughing at a fat guy's belly, dude. Like if you're a fat comic and you pull your fucking belly out, you know what you're doing. You know what you're fucking doing. You know what you're doing, and it's funny, but it's the easiest fucking laugh at the fat guy. Like it's, oh, we don't all look like that. Look, fucking just grab it, shake it at people. It's fucking.
Yeah. So the only thing they got you on is the shirts. They're not really trying to hit you. And earbuds.
Yeah, shirts and earbuds. I can't.
Which is pretty good. I think that says something about your character.
Yeah.
You might want to listen to some shit. And your shirt shrink a little in the dryer.
Yeah. I might want to listen to some shit, and I might want to cover my body.
Yeah. I was pretty happy about mine. I was like, I like, you know, if a picture that'll strike me, I'll buy that. I haven't gone clothes shopping in fucking forever.
Yeah.
And I only eat at Cookout at late at night or the gas station, and they don't advertise for those online.
No, they
so
don't.
They're like, well, I don't know.
Late night cookout is good though.
Yeah, dude.
When you got no other options.
It's the old in this city. There's McDonald's, Cookout, and the QT or another gas station.
Oh, pro tip: if you're willing to drive there, it's not crazy far. Taco Bell in Powdersville, open till 2.
Oh man,
they're open till 2, buddy.
How far is Powdersville?
It's like from where we're at right now. It's like 15 minutes, maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
at all.
it's not far. It's like you, if you fucking take Washington down to fucking Anderson or whatever.
Yeah,
and take Anderson right up to it.
I like Taco Bell. I often hate myself afterwards.
No, yeah, it's not food for people.
I mean,
but
Cookout,
it tastes
I
good.
feel less bad about myself for some reason.
Well, Cookout, they at least seem to be using ingredients that are fresh enough. Like they have vegetables in there that seem to be fairly fresh, and the meat. Yeah, there's no way they're not freezing that meat. I don't believe. Yeah, you know, so it's It seems and Cookout
lettuce is pretty crisp, and the
Cookout's
kind of
volume's high enough.
Yeah,
most of the time that you're kind of guaranteed to not get some bullshit that's just been like fucking sitting around. Now sometimes they will fuck up and just throw some shit together and be like, "Here you go," and then you're fucked. Yeah. That's what you got, because who the fuck's gonna go back around? Like, have you ever gotten wrong shit at the Cookout and then gone back around to be like, "Hey, my shit is wrong"?
No,
I've
been very disappointed.
Yeah, you just eat that wrong shit though.
Yeah, one time they forgot the white cheddar cheese bites.
Oh,
dude, one time
that's rough.
This is how good my life is and how fucking pathetic this was a problem for me. I lost my debit card, or like it was suspicious activity, so they had to cancel it, and I only had my American Express, and Cookout does not take American Express. And I was about ready to kill someone.
That fucking sucks.
I had to go to the
I had to go get cash.
They wouldn't take my
they wouldn't take your American
Express card. I was like, what the fuck? I had to go to this other gas station. The QT was too far.
That's hilarious.
I just got a shit ton of.
Are there more questions for me?
Yeah, you want
to... If there's more, let's do them.
Why are you the way that you are? Oh wait, that was
your question.
Was my question. Bill asks, when was your most recent rectal prolapse?
Oh, I've never rectally prolapsed.
What do you recommend to people to prevent a rectal prolapse?
Probably Kegels and I mean, what are the tips? Like these are Google questions. I don't know why I'm getting asked questions you can easily ask Google. There's no such thing as too much lube. Fucking take your time. Fucking breathe out. I don't know. Like deep breaths. Don't go faster than you're ready for. I don't know. Fucking all the tips for fucking a butthole. Like
the question is related to his prolapse rectum bit, which will not spoil here, but that is a all time, Travis.
No, I'm actually really happy with it because I figured out how to get into it.
Yes,
I wasn't able to get into it without it being super jarring before, but now if I go into it and it's like I've got a mission statement, it's like I'm here to prove this thing, and then I do the thing, and it's like, see, I proved it, and that's I'm really happy that workaround came to me, because I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I hadn't done that in forever.
And the feeling you have about the setup is sincere. I can tell. You genuinely don't like the thing.
No, I don't. It makes me very angry because it is bullshit. Jeff Foxworthy is a hack.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Jeff Foxworthy is a fucking hack, and he's worthless as a comic. And everybody who paid any money for any blue collar anything is a fucking chump and a goddamn rube.
You don't like Larry the Cable Guy either?
Come on. The only real comic in that group is Ron White, and everybody knows it.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows that Ron White.
I forgot he was even a part of that.
Yeah, that's how good he is.
Yeah. Do you have any comics that you really like that are newer? I'm not talking local. I'm talking like
in general.
Yeah.
not newer necessarily, but
or
doesn't
not widely known.
doesn't have the following he fucking deserves is fucking Eddie Pepitone.
Ooh.
Eddie Pepitone is so goddamn funny. I fucking love Eddie Pepitone and would love to see Eddie Pepitone just fucking blow up because I know that motherfucker is struggling. That dude is broke. That dude owes people money. No, yeah, he's famous.
So did he
gets
just not save
he
money
gets
while
work.
he was...
I don't know. I don't know the circumstances of Eddie Pepitone. I just know
How old is he?
he's got to be in his 50s.
Yeah.
He's got to be in his 50s.
Eddie Pepitone.
But he's fucking great. I love his back and forth from like super manic, like deranged screaming to the thing like I have taken a
He didn't
page
evolve
from
to that.
it.
He still does both. I haven't seen a lot of Eddie Pepitone.
Yeah, like he'll like I've
He'll just
taken
quiet down the set.
yeah, I've taken a page from his book as far as doing that. There's a real like you get a real good pop on juxtaposition and it proves something to the audience too. Like I go way over the top, super intense, like fucking cartoony rage. But then if you turn on a dime, and you're chill, it throws that, and it's like almost no matter what, everybody's like, oh,
yeah,
this dude's like totally in control of what he's. We're having fun.
And then they feel safe to laugh at.
Yeah. But like the Bitter Buddha is a special of his that
where can people find that? Is that on YouTube?
I think the Bitter Buddha is probably on YouTube, but I think it was what was that? There was like a comedy fucking network that went on for a little while that I don't think is a thing anymore. That had like a weird name. I can almost imagine like the logo. It was like a yellow logo. It was like fucking Clips or something, but I know it was on Netflix at one point and it was on Hulu at one point. Probably Amazon has it.
Okay.
It's probably on Amazon, but
good rec.
Yeah, fucking Eddie Pepitone's fucking hilarious. Crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
I like deranged shit like that.
Yeah.
Unpredictable is fun.
Yes, for sure. Well, we're getting to the end here, huh?
Yeah.
You good? Are you okay on time?
I'm good on time, but I'm ready to wrap it up whenever you are.
Well, I was like, I wanted to ask about, because you've been doing comedy 10 years?
Technically, yes.
Technically 10 years? Okay.
I started in the summer of 2012.
Okay.
That's when I first got on stage and did open mic.
That's a big chunk of time. That's
it is. That's a large amount of my life that I've spent doing open mic comedy in Greenville.
No, you're hilarious. You're one of the best comics here, if not the best. I mean that. Don't mean to be all
thank you.
Whatever, But so, in terms of like comedy advice, I kind of wanted to ask a specific question about that, like. Because over 10 years, I mean, you've probably had moments where, like, you've had kind of, like, a breakthrough of, like, oh, I took it from this place to this place or something. Or, like, where you, I don't know if it's something where you, like, stopped giving a fuck or, like, really just, like, got better. Like, do you remember moments like that? Or, like, if there was anything that you can remember?
I mean,
in those 10 years.
I have moments that I remember, like bad moments where it's like I do a thing and then I'd not get the response I expected and then learn in that moment like, oh, there's something fundamentally wrong with this thing that I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Is why it's not working. Like a lot of times now, if I don't get enough of a pop off of a thing right off, I'll abandon it because it's not worth working for to me unless I see a specific direction with a thing and I need to tweak it and move it. But like as far as
Did you just kind of raise your bar for what the pop was? Like how good enough was? Like, I mean, for you to maybe not even be conscious of that, but like
that's a weird thing to say because like it's hard to narrow down because like I'm still in a place where like I said earlier, I hate everything that I do. And it's like there's sets where people are like very rarely do I agree when people are like, good set, you fucking did. Like very rarely am I like, most of the time I'm like, that's not where I wanted it to be. Like,
Right.
I'm kind of always in the mode of it's not where I wanted it to be.
Right.
A handful of sets in my entire time doing comedy live up to the response I think they deserved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like as far as like, or not even the response I think they deserve so much as the potential to fucking like do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am always unhappy with my results and wanting better results.
But there had to have been a time when you were new to it where you were like figuring it out. Like you were never like this force of whatever energy.
I mean, the first 3 times I got on stage, I was shit-faced. I was drunk.
Okay.
And it was bad. It was a lot of yelling.
Yeah.
And it's like it's been a lot of trial and error as like for me specifically figuring out how to display the manic rage that I have inside my body without making people super uncomfortable and like tightened up and scared and weird.
Yeah.
But like between 2012 and 2016 it was really sporadic when I'd be able to get out and consistently do comedy. Like I'd be able to come out for a week or like one mic, and then for 4 weeks I can't make it out because of the car or my job or whatever. And it went like that for those 4 years. And then like in 2016, late 2015, I was able to start coming out consistently every single week.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to get better. But I think at that point in time, the biggest, like, and I've told people, you know, newer comics in the scene and whatnot, like the biggest thing for me that made a difference was comfortability on stage.
Yeah.
Just being comfortable on stage, because if you're not somebody who's performed on stage their whole life, if you're not somebody who's been in productions and this, that, and the other, like if you're not used to being on a stage by yourself and everybody's looking at you expecting you to be funny right now.
Yeah.
If you're not used to that can fuck you up. And I watch it fuck motherfuckers up every week. I watch motherfuckers who can't control their breathing, who can't control their pacing. And that's just part of it. It's just like, just part of being conscious of being on stage. Like I used to have an issue, like, and you'll see people do this sometimes where they'll be doing a joke and they're like, all right, and blah, 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 blah. And then they go, it's because they're not controlling their breaths.
Right.
So they don't know how to, like, and you'll fuck yourself up with that because you'll run out of breath or you'll fucking whatever. But it's got to do with being relaxed. It's got to do with being comfortable. It's got to do with being able to, like, maybe you do have nerves. I get nerves sometimes still, but almost never do I have nerves once the microphone is in my hand.
Right.
Like once I'm on stage and I'm doing the thing, I'm chill.
Yeah.
It's like I could be super unchill up to the second before that.
Right.
Depending on what's going on in my fucking broken brain.
For sure.
But like the biggest thing I think that made a difference for me was comfortability on stage. Like being like, and that's where that don't give a fuck came in. It's like, I'm going to be at least partially funny while I'm up here.
Yeah.
And even if I'm not, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's something that you've heard me say a bunch of times.
For sure.
Because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like,
you say no one show ever matters.
No, there's not a single performance that matters ever. And I don't give a fuck if it's Madison Square Garden. There's not a single performance that matters.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It's an overall fucking thing. Like it's an arc of you as an artist. Like of you as a comic. It's not.
Yeah.
You can't. And if any single show did matter, how fucking horrible would that be?
Yeah.
You know, like oh, you eat shit this night and you're fucking done.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Quit.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
You fucking loser. Like that's crazy.
It's funny how there's very few things that are like that now in any sort of.
It is a very weird individual undertaking.
Like in comedy now, like your Tonight Show set, that's old. That doesn't matter
Yep,
anymore.
not a thing.
If you bomb a special, they'll tape it twice.
Yeah.
Like, there's all this stuff.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. And that's why my goal is always to be as funny as humanly possible.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like just fucking pulling faces is fun. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Developing your wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I would say to fucking new comics is don't take anybody's advice. Figure out how you're funny. Get comfortable on stage. That's like,
Yeah.
Figure out how you are funny. That's it. Be funny. And if
Listen to the
motherfuckers aren't
audience.
laughing, if people aren't laughing, it's not funny. Laughter is an involuntary reaction. Real laughter just happens. You can't control it.
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers will be like, right, just start fucking bitching for another hour.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, cool, dude. Well, thanks for coming by.
Absolutely.
What's the date today?
Today is
It's February.
February.
7th?
February. That extra R
Does
in
that
there.
piss you off?
No, it's just it feels like it shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
February. Everybody's like February.
Yeah.
Nobody says February.
I was an asshole as a kid. I always took
You said-
pride in pronouncing
it's
the R.
February.
February. I'm fucking smart.
February. It sounds like a
Mom,
fake-
it's February.
You say it enough times. It's the
I was
7th.
such an asshole.
Today's the 7th. It's
Don't you have a
7
show? I feel like you have a show like in March or something.
The 10th. March the 10th.
This should be up before that.
Oconee Community Theater.
That's right.
Yeah,
that show's gonna be
Brad
good.
Deaton put me on that.
Mhm. Hell yeah.
And then
They
yeah.
sell a lot of tickets to that. That'll be a riot.
Yeah, no, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that show because I don't think they are ready for what I'm gonna do.
You got something special planned for the Oconee
Not in particular.
folks?
I think it's gonna be. They're gonna be like, wow, this is
How much time you doing?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
So I could do two.
Watch that show.
I could
Whatever it costs. It's
two
worth
long form bits, 2 10-minute bits, probably.
it. Yep.
Get up there and just pretend not to be me for 20 minutes.
Yep. And we'll look forward to the Travis Thuband podcast.
Yeah, it's gonna be exclusively on OnlyFans, and it's gonna be me in speedos, just clipping my toenails. I'm gonna be clipping my toenails in speedos this spring on OnlyFans.
That's hot, dude.
That'll
That's
be
lit.
www.onlyfans/clippy tippies.
You still selling Nasty Hook NFTs?
Probably they're for sale. I don't know.
My crypto exchange went bankrupt.
Yeah, no, it's all in the
all-
shitter.
yeah.
It's all went tits up. I mean,
Well, the value's down.
Yeah.
But my money is gone.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
getting emails about how I'm supposed to file a claim in the Chapter 11 court hearings. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's I haven't paid attention to anything crypto in almost a year at
Yeah.
this point because like we did that shit and it was cool.
Yeah.
But like I talked about with you before, the NFT shit it's cool. Like it could be utilized in ways, but it's currently a big fucking swizzle where any legitimate artist is drowned out by in a sea of bullshit
Yeah.
that nobody gives a fuck about. And all the big projects are projects that have built themselves up through it's all fucking money laundering. It's all
Yeah.
bullshit, man.
It's
Like,
fugazi. It's fake.
yeah,
It's all bullshit.
it's all bullshit. Like we were real. We were selling, fucking music videos. Like fucking, you could build this and then fucking, whatever. What are you gonna do, man? You try to do some shit artistically, some cool shit. It's like, oh, cool. It's a new medium to house your shit. There's no
Yeah.
middleman. Neat.
Yeah, it sounded great.
No, yeah.
I was all about that.
No, it
shit.
sounds
I
super
was
cool
like,
on
this is a
paper.
new economy. This is
And then you find out it's all held together with strings and paper clips. Some con man fucking glued together. It's all bullshit.
yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. You got a YouTube channel?
I don't have a YouTube channel, but I might someday. Thuband Band, THUBAND on Instagram.
Word.
Travis Thuband on Facebook. You can come by my house. That's hit me up on Facebook and you'll get the address to my house where I live. I make a mean pimento cheese.
That's good.
No, I don't do that.
You don't make pimento cheese?
No.
Is your wife?
No.
Oh.
I just tell lies
Let's go to
sometimes.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Is that it?
That's good, man. I think that was good. Good episode. That's good. Thanks for coming, dude.
Everybody wanna look at my ass.
See you next time,
Everybody
everybody.
wanna look at
Yeah,
my
we did
ass.
it.
Everybody wanna look at my ass. Everybody wanna look at my ass. Everybody wanna look at my ass.
Look at my ass. Look at my ass.
Shake that, shake that, shake that ass. Shake that, shake that, shake that ass. Shake that, shake that, shake that ass. Shake that, shake that.